A pleasant day, my dear Cagayanos. Happy Agaw na Cagayan! Today, we celebrate the 430th founding anniversary of the civil government of our beloved province. Indeed, today marks another milestone in the history of Cagayan. Among the highlights of this year's celebration is our Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano Awards. The Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano is a prestigious award for Cagayano achievers which aims to recognize outstanding, exemplary, and distinguished Cagayanos who have made a name not only in the province but also in the national and international arena, contributing in the progress and development of communities and in nation building. Through the initiative of Governor Manuel N. Mamba, the Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano Awards was launched in 2017 as part of the Agaw na Cagayan festivities. The governor wanted to inspire the Cagayanos, especially the younger generation, because he believes there is so much to be proud of about our people and our province, especially among modern-day Cagayano heroes who we can look up to because of their achievements and great values. Last year, due to the pandemic, the provincial government of Cagayan celebrated Agaw na Cagayan through virtual activities. With the strict protocols in place, the founding anniversary was celebrated in a simple manner. The search for Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano was also suspended for the meantime. This year, we launched the 4th Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano search. Amidst these challenging times, we felt the need to relaunch the search to inspire Cagayanos to rise above the challenges of the pandemic. We continue to give recognition to Cagayanos who have contributed to nation building, rendered service to the community in an outstanding capacity, and have performed their functions above and beyond the call of duty. Please stay with us as we bring you the Dangal ng Cagayano Awards 2021. To formally open today's momentous event, may I now present the message of the province's dynamic father, Governor Manuel Mamba.
Nandito na naman po tayo sa search natin for our modern-day heroes. Ating mga awardees ng Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano. Maraming salamat and congratulations po sa inyong kontribusyon sa ating probinsya. Ganoon din po sa natatanging mga Cagayano na ibang-iba kayo, hindi lang para sa Cagayan, kundi para sa buong bansa o para sa buong mundo. Ako po'y nagpupugay sa inyong lahat. You are truly people and men and women that should be emulated, men and women that inspire our people, men and women that could be with us in planning out things for the future of our province, our nation, and of our children. Again, congratulations po sa inyo at sana you will always be here with us in Cagayan because more than anything else and more than in any other time, this is the time that the Cagayanos should be together towards coming up with a common dream for a better Cagayan and better Cagayanos. Again, mabuhay po kayo. Congratulations po and Godspeed.
Thank you very much, Governor, for your utmost support in the Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano Awards through the years. As the proponent of these awards, I have realized that there are so many Cagayanos worth giving recognition and worth emulating. Thus, we will keep on advocating these awards to continue to inspire Cagayanos.
Saan mang lupalop ng daigdig ka mapunta o saan mang lugar dito sa Pilipinas, sigurado meron kang makikilala na Cagayano At sigurado ako, magaling siya, matilino, at kahanga-hanga. Ito ang ipinagdiriwang natin sa Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano. Kaya sa lahat po ng ating mga nominees at sa mga magwawagi bilang natatanging Cagayano at gintong medalya ng Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano, mabuhay po kayo. Marami ding pong salamat sa mga nominees natin at lalo't higit sa ating Board of Judges. Napakahirap po ng naging role na ginampanan ng ating mga judges dahil tunay naman talagang magagaling ang ating mga nominees. Maligayang agaw ng Cagayan at mabuhay po tayong lahat.
The Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano is an arduous search for the most outstanding Cagayano. Out of so many Cagayano nominees from in and out of the province, the number of awardees has been trimmed to a handful. The judging process entails dedication and commitment on the part of the judges. In order to ensure that said recognition is given to the most deserving Cagayanos, we have chosen esteemed members of the community to take on the difficult role as judges to this prestigious event. For this year's search, the board consisted of 5 credible and respected individuals who have proven to have excelled in their chosen field. Our first judge is Attorney Jose Jonathan N. Ayaldama. Attorney Ayaldama is this year's chairman of the Board of Judges. He has been in the active practice of law and was a member of the Board of Directors of the Integrated Bar of the Philippines from 2009 to 2016. He became the national chairman of the Outstanding Young Men of the Philippines in the year 2012 and served as the General Legal Counsel of the Junior Chamber International Philippines in 2013. At present, he is the City Administrator of the local government of Talisay City, Negros Occidental.
As I look at this year's batch of awardees, I now believe that it only takes a few dedicated and courageous individuals to infect many people with the virus of courage and excellence. Today, in this most challenging of times, let me add compassion, integrity, and determination to those qualities. You are the individuals that our country needs today, and it is my deepest hope that you will continue your work, that you will continue to inspire us who wish you nothing but the greatest success, because we know that you share this success with thousands, if not millions of others. It has been a most difficult task to an equally exemplary group of judges composed of Attorney Pinky Bartolome Bernabe, Lieutenant Colonel Rowan Rimas, Mr. Geoffrey Kalimag, and Mr. Abraham Francis Lingan to choose those this year's honorees. We know that none of you embark on your journeys out of the desire for fame and fortune, nor because you thought the work would be simple or easy. With your achievements, you showed us the real transformation requires real, back-breaking efforts, and this is what you gave willingly. In many ways, you are like the heroes that many of our countrymen will always remember, those who struggled and endured hardship for a greater cause. You are the modern-day heroes that not only Cagayanos but all Filipinos need. May your tribe increase 100-folds, and may you continue to be catalysts of positive change. To the province of Cagayan, under the outstanding and dynamic leadership of Governor Manny Mamba and this year's search committee, thank you for the invitation. It's been a distinct privilege and honor to be this year's chairman of the search for the Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano Awards.
Our next judge is Lieutenant Colonel Rowan L. Limas. Lieutenant Colonel Rimas's military career started as a cadet of the Philippine Military Academy and served the province as the commanding officer of Marine Battalion Landing Team 10 from 2019 to 2021 at Sitio Burubur, Barangay Magapit, Lalo, Cagayan. He also held various key positions in the Marines, including being the operations officer of the 2nd Marine Brigade during the Marawi Siege and served as the aide-de-camp of then House Speaker Prospero C. Nograles from April 2008 to June 2010. The third judge of this year's Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano Awards is Attorney Purificacion Bartolome Bernabe. Attorney Bernabe is part of the UP Law class of 1993. She is a private practitioner and a law professor at the Bulacan State University. She was a past president of IBP Bulacan when it was awarded as the most outstanding chapter during her term. She is the organizer and president of the International Pro Bono Alliance, a group of lawyers whose advocacy is free legal service to migrant workers and other vulnerable sectors. This has brought her on legal missions to Vietnam, Taiwan, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Japan, Hong Kong, Macau, the Netherlands, Austria, Belgium, Germany, France, United Kingdom, and Italy. She also has successfully migrated all these services online. Our next judge was one of our Gintong Medalya awardees of the Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano Awards in 2019, Dr. Joffrey Kalimag. He is a native of Solana, Cagayan, and graduated from the University of the Philippines, Diliman with a degree in Bachelor of Science in Community Development. Dr. Kalimag is a recipient of the 2016 Bagong Bayani Awards conferred by the Bagong Bayani Foundation Incorporated, honoring outstanding and exemplary OFWs worldwide. He has been involved in many activities advocating and promoting migrants' welfare, which includes the volunteer for the Korea Migrant Center in Seoul, community leader of Filipino communities in Korea, and as president of the Association of Filipino Educators in Korea. He is now currently a professor of international business, trade, and global management at the University of Ulsan in South Korea. The last judge for this year's awards is Mr. Abraham Francis C. Lingan. Mr. Lingan is currently the local government units and regional government agencies head for Luzon at Globe Telecom. He is also the owner of Thrive Resources Enterprise, a business that is engaged in the distribution of milled rice for key accounts and retail, trucking of farm raw materials, and goods to any point of Luzon. His corporate and business experiences honed and developed his maturity from critical experiences in life and career. On behalf of the provincial government of Cagayan, thank you for your unrelenting support and for taking time to be part of this prestigious search. Mabalo ni kamo! The Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano Search has 2 awards, the Gintong Medalya and the Natatanging Cagayano. The Gintong Medalya Award is given to individuals for their laudable contribution in their respective fields. Meanwhile, the awardees of the Natatanging Cagayano are nationally or internationally known individuals with exemplary achievements. Through the years, we have recognized outstanding Gintong Medalya awardees and Natatanging Cagayano in different fields. This year, we have 5 Gintong Medalya awardees. Our awardees will be given plaques and the Kamaranan Medal. The Kamaranan Medal is crafted and inspired by the Kamaranan Medallion that was discovered at the Shell Maiden site in Lalo, Cagayan, believed to have been used as an ornament worn by prehistoric Cagayanos who held power and influence in their tribes. The Kamaranan Medallion symbolizes nobility and respect. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have all been waiting for, It is my great honor to present to you this year's Elite Circle of Distinguished Cagayanos. Our first awardee is a missionary priest of the Congregation of the Immaculate Heart of Mary. He is from Tuguegarao City, Cagayan, and was educated at St. Paul University, St. Louis University, and Mary Hill School of Theology. He obtained a PhD in Educational Management from St. Louis University, where he received magna cum laude honors. He also received specialized training in Hong Kong, Singapore, and Magnolia. He also received specialized training in Hong Kong, Singapore, and Mongolia. In addition to his doctorate, he has worked in Israel, Thailand, New York, and Chicago, USA. For his invaluable contribution to the Mongolian society through caring for abandoned children, Father Gilbert received the highest award conferred by the Mongolian government to a foreigner, the Genghis Khan Honor Medal of the Great Mongolian State. BBC News cited him as the Filipino priest who brings hope to the children of Mongolia. In 2007, Father Gilbert returned to the Philippines from Mongolia to become president of St. Louis College, San Fernando, La Union. He is a member of CICM school boards and a number of national school associations. Ladies and gentlemen, our Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano, Gintong Medalya Awardee in Education, Reverend Father Gilbert B. Sales.
My fellow Cagayanos, I am humbled to receive the Gintong Medalya Award in the Education category for the Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano 2021. I have no words to describe the emotions I feel for this recognition. I share this award with my family, relatives, and friends in Tuguegarao, and with everyone who is molded by Cagayano values of hard work, determination, and self-sacrifice. I acknowledge too in this memorable occasion the people of Mongolia to whom I was sent as a young CICM missionary to give hope and build new lives with a Christian message. I also remember with devotion all the pupils and students in the different CICM schools and other Catholic schools I have been given the opportunity to serve in various capacities. They are the reason why we steadfastly pursue quality Catholic education. To all of them, I offer this award. To Madam Chair Attorney Mabel Villarica Mamba and the honorable jurors, you have my most sincere gratitude. The ideals that this prestigious award search represents are beyond individual competence. That is why the Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano deserves praise, for it succeeds in inspiring people to come together with a collective vision and social responsibility. By working together and supporting each other, we can truly make significant contributions to our immediate community and to our country. This is a clarion call to every well-meaning Cagayano, in particular during this COVID-19 pandemic. May Our Lady of Piat, the Mother of Cagayan, in her maternal care protect us, and may she guide us to the path of compassion to help those in need as we go through the present crisis. Mabalo ni Kamungapi.
Our next awardee is 97 years old and has retired from public service a long time ago. She is born and raised in Tuguegarao City, Cagayan. She echoes a long list of achievements and exemplary performance in the field of education. During her exemplary service in the field of education, she received various awards such as Outstanding Graduate School Alumna of Centro Escolar University. She was also named as Outstanding Assistant Regional Director in 1980 for her project Revival of the Cultural Heritage of Central Luzon through folk songs, folk tales, folk dances, and folk medicines. She was also awarded as part of the IDU Honor Roll Award for Women in 2020. Our awardee also worked as a district supervisor, general education supervisor for science and mathematics, division academic supervisor for Cagayan, assistant provincial school superintendent for Cagayan, officer in charge of the division of Cagayan, public school superintendent of Dumaguete City, and assistant regional director of the Ministry of Education, Culture and Sports in Region 3, and regional director of Regions 1, 2, and 3 between 1961 to 1989. Presenting to you our Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano, Gintong Medalya Awardee in Education, Dr. Pura Tumaba Liba.
The Governor of Cagayan, Governor Manuel Mamba, Attorney Mabel Villarica Mamba, the Chairman of the Screening Board, members of the Screening Board, mga kapwa kong Cagayanos, magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Colonel Gregorio Cagurangan, retired Philippine Army, ang panganay at pinakamatanda sa dalawang sons-in-law at isang daughter-in-law ni Dr. Pura Liban. Ako po ay narito to accept virtually and officially the award given to my mother-in-law, ang Gintong Medalya for this year's Outstanding 2021 Cagayano in the field of education. For me, rightfully, Mama really deserves this award because for the past more than 50 years, she spent her life in the teaching profession. If I remember right, she started her career as a teacher in Tuao and ended up his career as regional director of Region 3, Region 1, and upon retirement, she served as regional director of Region 2. I would like to think that maybe this award came a little bit late in her life, but I am sure that even at her age, she is now 98 years old, she is still alert and capable and cognizant of the award being given her today. We the members of her family are all elated with this recognition that has been awarded or granted to my mother-in-law. I wish that this kind of endeavor, granting and recognizing outstanding Cagayanos, will continue to be undertaken by the officials of the government of Cagayan. Mama has received a lot of awards in her profession, and maybe this one came in as an icing in the cake, so to speak. Again, on behalf of my mother-in-law and the whole family, I would like to say, mabalo ang ikaw ngamin. Thank you, and God bless all.
Our third awardee was a military officer of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. He is a true-blooded Cagayano. He made his way to leading the military and gained various assignments and awards. While a Roman Catholic, he was conferred the rare Muslim Maranao honorary title of Sultan a Romapunut for his peace efforts. He presently holds the Army rank of Major General and is the commander of the Philippine Army Training and Doctrine Command. Prior to his current assignment, he was the commander of the 104th Infantry Brigade, 1st Infantry Division, Philippine Army, assigned in the province of Lanao del Norte. He assumed command of the brigade after armed lawless groups pillaged the coastal towns of Kauswagan and Colambugan on August 18, 2008. His former unit is currently tasked to hunt down the outlaws and assist in bringing stability to the region, which are experiencing a lingering animosity between the Christian and Muslim folks. April of this year, he took his oath before the Department of Natural Resources Secretary Roy Simatu as the new Undersecretary for Enforcement of DENR. Dear friends, it is my privilege to present to you our Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano awardee in government service, Undersecretary Benito Templo de Leon.
My sincerest thanks to my fellow Cagayanos under the administration of Governor Manuel Mamba for choosing me to receive this rare honor as the Gintong Medalya awardee, the government service category of the Search for Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano 2021. I have received numerous and different types of awards and recognitions from various institutions, the schools I have attended, especially the Armed Forces of the Philippines I have served for almost 4 decades, government and non-government organizations, locally and internationally, my own fraternal associations, even from the city government of Davao, which I also served after retiring from the military service. However, nothing will ever compare to the feeling of fulfillment in receiving this distinguished recognition from my own home province of Cagayan. Beyond this is the ultimate motivation to contribute to the betterment of society by giving our utmost best in our undertakings, no matter our fields of endeavor and whithersoever dispersed, not only to bring pride to ourselves and our families, our organizations, our country, and where we came from, but most importantly for the sake of future generations. Although I have settled far in the southern Philippines, my thoughts and pride always reflect our provincial hymn. And I quote those lines, Cagayan pusok adakeng ka, sa dinuman adisuti pagjanak, ayaten ta kanto latawan tuadwak. Mabuhay ang ating probinsya ng Cagayan. Diyos ti agnina kada tayo amin. May God bless us all.
Our next awardee graduated with a double degree in Computer Science and Information Technology from St. Paul University, Philippines, where he also taught as a college IT instructor. He founded HackTheNorth.ph Incorporated, a registered non-profit tech organization that organizes tech conferences, hackathons, and brings elite IT conferences to the northern Philippines. He has been recognized by international science and engineering awards organizations in the United States, United Kingdom, Japan, and the United Nations because of his contributions to innovation. He is a Microsoft Innovation Ambassador, Idea Space Brand Ambassador, Department of Information and Communications Technology, Rainmaker, Cagayan Valley Startup Champion, a tech consultant to a number of companies and organizations, and has inspired thousands of IT experts and enthusiasts in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, our Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano awardee in Science and Technology, Mac Allen Rionel Sebastian Mars S. Cacacho.
I am grateful to our Maker for making me an instrument in opening gates of opportunities for our fellow Cagayanos. I spent the first 2 decades of my life in science with 3 international appearances and 3 national championships, and the latter in technology. After graduation, I taught for a semester until reality kicked in. I can't give what I don't have. Experience beyond theories and textbooks. I eventually landed a job in the antivirus industry and spent the next 7 years learning while working. I was invited to teach again and would go home to Cagayan during Fridays for Saturday classes, then catch the 12-hour bus ride back to Manila in time for the next work week. This has compromised my health. Prior to coming home to recuperate, I founded hackthenorth.ph, and together with friends and former students, we organized the first information security event in Northern Luzon. What has started as a restaurant meetup expanded to become an annual gathering of big tech names. In 7 years, we've hosted a total of 34 C-level executives in our national conferences, collectively appeared in more than 100 events in Southeast Asia, and catered to thousands of participants in our roadshows. While at home, I worked with the government and lasted 4 years as an IT officer for DepEd Tuguegarao City. It was a short stint, but I felt the need to get back to the IT industry. I was hesitant to leave government service, but by leaving, I found more ways to help in nation building. Through collaborating with DICT, DTI, AFP, and PNP. I would like to extend my sincerest gratitude to the good governor and the awards committee for recognizing my efforts in putting Cagayan to the limelight. I may have received different awards from various competitions in the past, but it really feels different when your own locality uploads your life and works. I'll forever be grateful to this, Cagayan. This award will serve as an inspiration for us to continue changing the world in the name of priceless service. To my fellow awardees, I'm humbled to be part of this esteemed roster. Let's continue creating more ripples. To my wife, thank you for being my Northern Star. To my family, friends, and everyone I've worked with, I share this gintong medalya with you.
Rounding up our Gintong Medalya awardees is the first woman president of the University of Cagayan Valley. Being the daughter of Dr. Victor V. Perez, the former president, she inherited his father's love and passion for education. Hence, she came back to the Philippines, specifically to the University of Cagayan Valley, to continue the legacy established by Dr. Matias Ponce Perez Sr. and Doña Caridad Ventura Perez, her grandparents. She earned a Bachelor of Science in Zoology at the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, and a medical degree from Our Lady of Fatima University, where she has been awarded twice as Distinguished Alumna. She obtained her master's degree in forensic medicine at the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine. She also holds a Doctor of Philosophy degree in education from North Central University and has been inducted to the Golden Key and Kappa Delta Pi International Honor Societies for academic excellence. Her love for education has been bolstered by her love for science. She is a reputable physician-scientist in the field of oncology, drug development research, and a recipient of numerous awards internationally and in the Philippines for her groundbreaking work in advancing immunotherapy and cancer researches. Ladies and gentlemen, our Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano awardee in medicine, Dr. Esther Susan N. Perez Mari.
Nakasta nga agaw ni kamungamin. Lubos po ang aking kasiyahan na ako ay inyong pinili para tumanggap ng gintong medalya sa kategorya ng medisina sa Search for Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano 2021. Kaya naman, nais kong pasalamatan ang Cagayan Provincial Government na pinamumunuan ni Honorable Dr. Manuel Mamba. Gayon din ang lahat ng mga bumubuo ng search committee ng parangal na ito na pinangungunahan ni Attorney Mabel Villarica Mamba. Ladies and gentlemen, I am deeply honored and humbled to be awarded the Gintong Medalya Award in Medicine, more so at a time when we have a COVID-19 pandemic that has created havoc all over the world. So my deep sense of gratitude goes to all the frontliners for their sacrifices. This is an award I share with all of you wholeheartedly. In 1998, I was offered a career at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center in New York, followed by various pharmaceutical companies as a physician scientist in oncology drug development. This provided me the exposure to phenomenal physician scientists from all over the world. Hence, I owe a debt of gratitude to those who mentored and challenged me. I would also like to acknowledge my education in medicine at Our Lady of Fatima University. Modesty aside, my experiences have proven that being a doctor knows no boundaries, whatever, wherever, and whoever you are. In 2019, I have transitioned as the University President of the University of Cagayan Valley with a redirected mission to advance humanity by inspiring the younger generation to advance innovation, technology, and science. After being overseas for more than 20 years, the time has finally come to reverse the brain drain where I can apply the fruits of my experiences in the United States to my beloved province of Cagayan. It is my way of giving back. Finally, I dedicate this award to my father, Dr. Victor V. Perez, my mother, Mrs. Esther Susan Migudula Perez, my better half, Mr. Francis Mary, my siblings, and the rest of the Perez family for whom I have taken words of wisdom, courage, support, and inspiration. Kaya naman, all I can say is, salamat, mabalo, mabbala, Diyos ti agmina. Thank you very much for this award, and may God bless us all.
There you have it, our 5 outstanding Gintong Medalya awardees for this year's Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano Awards. Congratulations to all our awardees, and may you continue inspiring people in what you do. The Natatanging Cagayano is a distinction awarded to outstanding Cagayanos who made an impact in the national or international arena. For this year, we are pleased and honored to inform you that we have chosen another recipient of the Natatanging Cagayano Award. Our Natatanging Cagayano awardee will be awarded with a sablay and a plaque. The sablay symbolizes the importance we place upon the ethnic groups that make up the Cagayano community. The word sablay refers to an indigenous loose garment that is simple yet elegant and is traditionally used for formal occasions. The Natatanging Cagayano sablay is a woven fabric that is a byproduct of the bakong plant, a rare plant found only in the municipality of Santa Teresita, Cagayan. As a verb, isablay means to put a precious object like a piece of cloth or garment upon one's shoulder as a way of giving value and respect to the object and the person donning the same. The phrase Natatanging Cagayano appears in the sablay in its baybayin form, Such was intended to reiterate that no matter how far one has gone in his life, he must never fail to look back to where he has come from. The natatanging Cagayano Sablay is awarded to Cagayanos whose names have resonated locally and internationally because of their great contribution to nation building, public service, and their overwhelming dedication to give back to the Cagayano community. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to you to present our lone natatanging Cagayano for this year. He was born in Gataran, Cagayan on June 23, 1944. He obtained his Bachelor of Arts in Political Science from Manuel L. Quezon University and earned his Bachelor of Laws from Ateneo de Manila University Law School. He has worked as Justice Secretary and served as Solicitor General. He was the chairman of the Government Negotiating Panel for talks with the CPP, NPA, NDF from January 2001 to August 2004. He served as Justice Secretary and Solicitor General. He was the chairman of the Government Negotiating Panel for talks with the CPP, NPA, NDF from January 2001 to August 2004. He served as President and CEO of PNOC Development and Management Corporation and was also the General Manager and CEO of PRA. He was a Presidential Advisor for New Government Centers and served as Cabinet Secretary during the presidency of Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. He is the current Secretary of the Department of Labor and Employment and concurrently Presidential Advisor on the peace process. Ladies and gentlemen, our dangal ng lahing Cagayano, natatanging Cagayano awardee, no less than Honorable Secretary Silvestre Bebot Bello III.
Our esteemed and my dear friend, Governor Manuel Mamba, together with another dear friend, Mayor Jefferson Cagayano of Nicaragua, and other equally distinguished officials of the province of Cagayan, our city and municipal mayors of the province, their officials down to the barangays, our dear people, kailyak, kapsat ko, ken gigayang ko, mapya agaditan namin. It is with great honor and humility that I accept this prestigious recognition bestowed on me by our provincial government, led by my very distinguished Governor, Manny Pangilinan. I am truly grateful for the distinction in the Dangal ng Lahing Cagayanon Awards 2021, which recognizes the achievers of Cagayan for this year. Truly, I am gratified to be placed in the same pedestal shared by highly acclaimed personalities like, to name a few, Justices Mendoza and Raul Hernando, Transportation Secretary, my dear friend, Arthur Tagade, and former Commissioner on Audit, my sister, Maria Gracia Olidotan, anak ito ng aking provincial prosecutor. Indeed, they are men and women cited for their outstanding, exemplary, and illustrious performances and achievements as leaders and citizens of the Republic. They are Cagayanons like me who made a name not only in the province but also in the national and international arena and contributed greatly to the progress and development of our communities, our towns, and our nation. Let me thank therefore the provincial government of Cagayan for this program that truly inspires many Cagayanos to adore and to support their God. Cagayan now is very, very beautiful and highly progressive because of your courageous economy and meaningful undertakings. Thank you for your love for our people and for our very own paradise of the North. Love for our fellow citizens is the catalyst for remarkable public service. It is the driving force for good governance and excellent leadership. Like other great blue sons of Cagayan, I love the land where I was born and raised. Dito nga ako nag-high school. Pero seminaryo yung pinagnario. Aside from Cagayanos, my affection also goes to all Filipinos, especially to our hard-working countrymen here and abroad, whom I have sworn to serve. There are many individuals responsible for countless heroic deeds for our nation amid the pandemic who truly deserve the operation recognition, even at their age. I am therefore truly touched to be called a natatanging Cagayano, mapyana din nangyari. This will compel me to be worthy of the trust and respect of my fellow beloved Cagayanos and Filipinos. I congratulate my fellow awardees of this year's search for Dangal ng Lahing Cagayanon, including those recognized in the Gintong Medalya Awards. In this very challenging time, may we all continue to be the beacon of hope for our people and for our nation. Thank you very much. Mabalo, Doro, mabuhay tayong lahat.
Congratulations, sir. Thank you for all your support and inspiration to the provincial government of Cagayan, to the province of Cagayan, and to our fellow Cagayanos. We are truly proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, as we bring the Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano Awards virtual awarding to a close, we would like to thank all our awardees for being an inspiration to us, their fellow Cagayanos. We also extend our sincerest gratitude to our esteemed Board of Judges who have taken time out of their busy schedules to take on a very serious and laborious task in the midst of the pandemic. Finally, we thank all of our nominators and nominees, the family members of our awardees, and everyone who bore witness to this special milestone. We hope that you join us again next year for another historical awarding. Before we finally bid goodbye, we also like to thank our beloved governor for his Before we finally end the program, we also like to thank our beloved governor for his leadership and support. Before we finally end this program, we also like to thank our beloved governor for his leadership and support, especially in recognizing exemplary Cagayanos whom we can look up to as role models and inspiration as we all move together to progress. This has been your host, Attorney Mabel Villarica Mamba, greeting everyone a happy Agaw na Cagayan. Mabuhay, Cagayan! Ladies and gentlemen, As we bring the Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano Awards virtual awarding to a close, we would like to thank all our awardees for being an inspiration to us, their fellow Cagayanos. We also extend our sincerest gratitude to our esteemed Board of Judges who have taken time out of their busy schedules to take on a very serious and laborious task in the midst of the pandemic. Finally, we thank all of our nominees, the nominators, the family members of our awardees, and everyone who witnessed this special milestone. We hope that you join us again next year for another historical Dangal ng Lahing Cagayano Awards. Before we finally end the program, we also like to thank our beloved Governor for his leadership and support, especially in recognizing exemplary Cagayanos whom we can look up to as role models and inspiration as we all move together to progress. This has been your host, Attorney Mabel Villarica Mamba, greeting everyone a happy Agaw na Cagayan. Mabuhay, Cagayan!